Hey everybody, welcome back to another video. I hope you are doing well today. It is Saturday, it is weekend. I hope you all got your feet up and relaxing, or if you're doing some work around the house or anything, I hope it's going well. I just hope you're having a great weekend and enjoying time with your family. Today we are reacting to 15 foods Americans eat that disgust foreigners. Now I hate the word disgust when it comes to food because something might not be to my liking, but I'll never call it disgusting. Something that really used to bug me was in South Africa when if I eat steak, I'll either eat it rare or blue. So I like it rare. Take its horns off, wipe his ass, and I'll eat him. You know what I mean? And my sister used to say, ugh, gross. Oh, it used to really wind me up. I don't like it when people say gross about food. Food is a precious resource, and we're very privileged nowadays to be able to get the amount of food that we get. There's been times in history where people, even now in some parts of the world, people are like literally dying for food. So I will never say anything is disgusting. Now, there are a few things that are not to my taste, I don't like very much, but I don't like the word disgusting when it comes to food. I hope that makes sense because it does in my head. I may not be articulating it very well. If you haven't done so already, please make sure you hit the subscribe button. And if you're feeling extra frisky, you may as well hit the like button as well. I do have a Buy Me a Coffee page, link down in the description if anyone wants to buy a coffee to help support the channel. But please do not feel any obligation to do so. And I want to quickly give a quick thank you to my first two patrons. Their names were up on screen at the beginning of the video. I only launched yesterday. There's only one video there, but from Monday I'll be uploading there daily as well. Just videos that I can't get on YouTube. I tend to get blocked on a lot of them. They'll be going up onto Patreon. So I want to thank you guys so much for that. The link to that is also down in the description. But like I've said with the Buy Me a Coffee, guys, please do not feel any obligation to do so. Just enjoy the video. Maybe give it a like. And if you're feeling very, very generous, give it a subscribe. So yeah, thank you very much. And without further ado, let's get into 15 foods that Americans eat that disgust foreigners.
16 things
16
Americans eat that foreigners hate. Biscuits and gravy. Biscuits and gravy is a great way to wake up in the morning, according.
You see, that photo that they've used, and this was said in another video of mine that I did about foods over there, that the photo they've used isn't great. Now, I believe it's a sausage, like white sausage gravy. We'll get into it. We'll carry on with the video. I think it would taste amazing. It might not look that appetizing, but I don't see why it would be disgusting. You know what I mean?
To many American diners, but not foreigners. Early European settlers in
give it a try.
America created this dish consisting of delicious sausage meat covering soft buttermilk biscuits so that they would have a cheap meal that would keep them full all day. Peanut butter. Nothing could be more American.
Now, this is something I don't enjoy. It's not to my taste, so I don't eat it as peanut butter. I think it was just because I ate way too much of it as a kid. Like we didn't grow up wealthy or with a lot of money, so every time it was like school every day, 5 days a week. Even on weekends for lunch, I would get peanut butter sandwich, peanut butter and jam, or peanut butter and jelly, peanut butter and syrup, peanut butter and peanut butter and more peanut butter. It was just, I just do not touch it anymore. I really went off of it, but it's not, I don't find it disgusting.
And then peanut butter. While the average American eats 6 pounds of peanut butter each year, most foreigners prefer to pass on this delicious treat that tastes Moorish whether you eat it alone, on a sandwich, or stuff into baked treats like peanut butter cookies. White sandwich bread.
What?
Americans love white sandwich bread and consume about 53 pounds of the stuff each year.
I eat white. Well, like, it's not my favorite bread, but it's not disgusting. If you do hear any coughs in the background, my son's sitting down here with me. He doesn't want to be on camera today, and he's got a bit of a cough. So if he's trying to hold in his cough, I can see him. So if he coughs, just, yeah, sorry.
While people around the world consume bread, it is definitely not the white, squishy variety that is so popular in the United States. It is a good thing with America's love of sandwich bread that it takes a combination of only about 0.129 seconds to harvest enough for one loaf of bread.
Flipping heck.
Red velvet cake. While hungry foreigners find a few red velvet cakes in European fine dining restaurants, it is possible to find them anywhere in the U.S. Historians credit Adams.
If any of you have seen Orange is the New Black, you'll know one of the prison guards. He hates anything red velvet. He had massive go at like the donut guy and stuff like that. Again, it's not something I would ever say is disgusting. I just don't eat a lot of cake.
Extract of Texas.
Mind out the gutters.
The first red food dye during the Great Depression, which soon led to the first red velvet cake recipe. Chicken fried steak. La Mesa, Texas is home to the first chicken fried.
Sorry to keep pausing. I thought chicken fried steak was chicken. Now, I've been told in the comments of the video I did where they featured chicken fried steak that it can be chicken, which is chicken fried chicken, or chicken fried steak, which is steak. I thought it would, anything with the word chicken in, I would just assume it was chicken. So now that I know, the more you know, I suppose.
Fried steak,
that looks delicious
which
anyway.
Came about when a cook made a mistake on an order of chicken and steak. The result was so delicious, according to Americans, that the food became an instant sensation. So much so, it even has its very own holiday on October 26th. La Mesa hosts a chicken fried steak cook-off each year. Jell-O. Peter Cooper.
We eat jelly in South Africa. It's called jelly.
Building the first American steam-powered locomotive, received the first patent for a powdered gelatin in 1846. It was not, however, until 1904 when Genesee Pure Food Company offered free Jell-O cookbooks to cooks around America that Americans began their love affair with Jell-O. Known as jelly across Europe, this wobbly treat doesn't seem to fare as well in other countries.
It's huge in South Africa.
Corn dog.
I'd love to try one of these.
Was a struggling vendor of hot dogs at the Texas State Fair when he hit upon an ingenious idea. He took his hot dogs, put them on a stick, breaded them, and deep fat fried them. The new corn dog was an instant sensation and created this food that only Americans seem to love. Grits. Among the things Americans eat that foreigners hate.
I think they have gone online and searched 15 of the worst photos of grits, because these photos are horrendous. I mean, I've heard about it. I've done a couple of videos where they featured it. I don't think it's. I hate the word disgusting.
Although
it's winding
many
me up.
Americans may confess to disliking them too, Native Americans created the first grits from the way that they prepared maize. Proving that many Americans love this food, St. George, South Carolina hosts a large festival each year dedicated to this food. Frito pies. However you prepare them, Frito pies are popular in America.
Oh, you get Fritos there.
Mystery shrouds the...
I thought Fritos were South African chips. I love Fritos.
Origin of this dish. Some argue that Teresa Hernandez invented the Frito pie at the Five and Dime in Santa Fe, New Mexico, while others claim Daisy Dean Dioland, the mother of the founder of Frito-Lay, invented the dish. Regardless, many foreigners consider them to taste like rubbish in a bag.
What?
Pumpkin pie. A holiday tradition, pumpkin pie is a food that many Americans love and foreigners despise. One of the largest pumpkin pies ever made contained over 1,200 pounds of pumpkin, almost 110 gallons of evaporated milk, almost 3,000 eggs, and 525 pounds of sugar. Seasoning this 3,699-pound creation was 14.5 pounds of cinnamon. Strawberry rhubarb pie. When spring is just starting to give way to summer, many Americans enjoy eating large slices of strawberry rhubarb pie using the last of the fresh-from-the-patch strawberries and the first tender stalks of rhubarb. While diners around the world eat both strawberries and rhubarb, combining them between two flaky pie crusts is an American tradition. Cheese whiz. While foreigners cannot understand Americans...
I'm not going to say it's disgusting. It's just not something. Is this that cheese in a can stuff? We did a video on that, and it was not something I would try. It just doesn't sound appealing. Actually, I would try it, but it's not something I would eat on a regular basis because cheese in a can cannot be healthy.
Fascination with Cheese Whiz. It is the #1 selling processed cheese food in the United States.
Flippin' it.
Kraft created the original Cheese Whiz to help cooks easily prepare Welsh rarebit at home. Since its introduction, Kraft has produced many other pseudo-cheese products, including Velveeta, American Singles, and Philadelphia shredded cheese. Hot dogs. While other parts of the world serve sausages on a bun, hot dogs are an American invention.
We love hot dogs, Garen. We love hot dogs. What the heck? They're saying it's disgusting. People find it disgusting. We eat hot dogs quite often.
Chris van der Aa owner of the St.
Hot
Louis
dogs.
Browns,
What is this video
ensured
on
that
about?
Americans would always love their hot dogs by connecting ball games and hot dogs forever in their minds. Velveeta, while cooks in most other countries wrestle to melt cheese, Velveeta makes it easy in America. Emile Frey invented this product in 1918 in Monroe, New York. It makes up a major portion of the 33 pounds of
I
cheese
have
and
no idea what
imitation
this is
cheese
talk.
products that
This.
the average
It's just a
American
photo
eats
of a guy with the
each
same
year.
hair as
That
me.
figure comes in at roughly 60,000 calories a year. Sloppy Joe's. One of the most versatile sandwiches in the world is the American Sloppy Joe,
It looks
otherwise
amazing.
known as Manwich, Slush Burger, Tavern, or Spoon Burger. Whether you make your own from scratch at home or dump the
It's just
ingredients
like
of a
mince on a
can
roll.
over some
Mincemeat.
loose-cooked hamburger, this sandwich is a wonderful American tradition. Root beer floats. Nothing screams summer like a
I've had a Coke float in South Africa, and I just didn't enjoy them. It's not something I don't think it's disgusting though. It's not to my taste.
root beer float made with the best ice cream topped off with a few glugs of root beer. In 1874, Robert M. Greene created this concoction on a hot summer day during sesquicentennial celebrations. Americans so adore this float that it has its own national holiday on August 6th,
Jeez,
but
there's
most
so many
foreigners
food holidays.
cannot stomach it.
Well, I think disgusting or disgust was a very strong word for a lot of those food. Well, all of that in there, really. Hot dogs, what the heck? Like that chicken steak, that thing looks amazing. The chicken fried steak or whatever it is. I don't know what this video was on about, but I personally would have tried or eaten everything on there at least once just to give it a try. You know, I don't like the whole disgusting when it comes to food things. Yes, if you make some weird concoction that's like just food blasphemy, then yeah, maybe it is disgusting. But like everyday meals that people eat, and I don't think there's anything. Grits looks very similar to, we eat a lot of maize meal in South Africa, so maybe it's very similar to that. We used to eat like a maize porridge in the morning, millie porridge I used to call it, or we've got pap, which is like maize meal. It's like krimmel pap. It's like very, I don't know how to describe it. It's great though. We used to make balls with it and dip it in like a tomato and onion sauce while we had a barbecue or a braai in South Africa, and I love that sort of stuff. I really do. Millie porridge, same thing. Maize meal cooked in the morning, knob of butter on there, maybe some syrup or some sugar. That would keep you going the whole day. It was amazing. We can't get it over here, so maybe it's quite similar to that. I'll have to do a bit of research. Any hoops, thank you so much for watching, guys. I hope you have an amazing rest of your weekend. Don't forget to hug a loved one, and I will see you all in the next video. Peace.